Welcome to my Valheim Pack Mule series. I created a mod which basically requires me to be a pack mule because I'm not allowed to store any items. Anything I want to keep has to stay in my inventory at all times. I was excited to show my wife my first mod, but since she's never played Valheim, I decided to take her along for an entire playthrough. Join us as I play through all of Valheim with only the gear on my back.
Okay, so I think we just finished up. We got a workbench done. There's a bed there. I got my beehive, and there's like a little campfire to cook some food. Um, some skills so far. So skills are interesting in Valheim. I guess they help you do, like most weapons, it helps you do more damage. Tools, they get more effective when you're doing. So I have like level 20 spears right now, which that'll get higher later into the game. But
it just said you repaired a spear.
yeah,
Why?
so
Why?
everything has a certain amount of durability.
Okay.
When I use anything, you'll see a little bar at the bottom of it go down to see that it's going down, and then you just have to go back to workbench and repair it. It doesn't cost anything.
What if you don't repair it and it goes away?
Then it doesn't go away. It just like breaks, and then you can't use it anymore until you go repair it.
Okay, so you have to. So you just have to repair it. You don't like lose it permanently.
Yeah, and once you get something, you pretty much just have it. You can see the white bars appearing below the items. They're still basically full, but
And it doesn't cost anything to repair stuff. Yeah. It's just like the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly that's
So like if you're out and about, you can't repair things until you go back home.
Yeah. So I got some Grey Dwarves here. I think I was gonna mention that the Grey Dwarf eyes were something that I'm trying to hoard in my inventory right now because we need them to build a lot of portals and to make some food. But my inventory is full right now. Anyways, there's a troll, so that's fantastic.
Why?
They're very hard to kill early on, but then they drop troll hide, which is the best armor to make early. That's easy to make because you can make bronze armor, but it's like it takes a lot of effort to go mine all the resources you need to make a single piece of bronze armor. And the bronze armor is about as good as troll armor. So you kill a single troll, you can make a piece of troll armor, and it takes a while to kill this guy because my spear doesn't do a whole lot of damage right now. But
what weapons are good against trolls?
Pokey ones.
It's just that your spear is not a good weapon.
No, my spear is. So my spear does pierce damage. The spear and the bow are both good against him. If you look closely, I did not notice this for a long time when playing, but the hit splats on him are yellow because you're doing like an advantageous attack. He's weak against spear, so it's doing more damage, and it comes up as yellow. But yeah, the spear is the best thing to kill this guy right now. It's just that the spear it's a flint spear and it's very weak, so it still takes a while even though he's weak to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's almost dead. You can see his health bar every once in a while when I look up at him, but it's over his head.
So when he's whacking trees, etc., that like random wood stuff is like, what's going on?
He's destroying everything that he's attacking. He's like swinging that log and it's doing a big area of attack. So it's destroying the little tiny trees here, and that's dropping wood, basically. Okay. But yeah, people actually use trolls sometime to go mining and cutting trees early because they'll knock down trees and mine copper and stuff really fast. I'm not doing that here at all because I can't hold all of the wood they're knocking down. But yeah, that's a thing people do in the normal game mode. But yeah, there's just going to be a bunch of wood left over that he's knocked over. Anyways, but yeah, so he's dead. So that's going to give me one piece of troll armor.
Do you need multiple pieces?
Well, ideally, you can have a headpiece, a chest piece, and legs. So it's best to have all three. You also get a set effect with trolls where you get a sneak better. Here's a troll cave. So normally trolls pop up in troll caves, which that one just normally they're just there when you walk in. That one spawned late. I don't know why. Anyways,
will they follow you outside?
They will not. He will just
what
be
are
in
these
there
creepy
forever.
creepers?
Those are Grey Dwarfs.
Why are they there?
Kind of sell those. They spawn in the Black Forest.
Just randomly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the troll. So the troll cave is like an instance or whatever. The troll's going to be in there forever. So instead of killing him, I just marked it on the map because if I need troll hide later, I can come kill a troll, and that's why he's in there. That's why I left him in there.
But don't you need more troll hide right now?
Yeah, but I can find more trolls randomly, like this one.
Oh,
like because
so they're
trolls,
easy to find.
They're not easy to find, but they do spawn in the Black Forest with the Grey Dwarves and everything else. The trolls are a bit more rare, but they do naturally spawn still. So, like in the future, if I need troll hide, and I'm just going to go out randomly looking, it could be several days before I find one.
And do they only spawn in the Black Forest?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so since you're exploring the Black Forest already, you've decided to leave the cave because you'll probably run into a troll naturally while you're here, as opposed to when you're somewhere different.
Right, because when I get into later biomes after I kill more bosses, there are things later that you need troll hide for, and I don't want to have to go running around the entire Black Forest just looking for a troll to kill.
Got it. When you're naturally running around the Black Forest now.
Yeah.
What's all the sparkles?
Coins. So trolls also drop coins, which you need to buy stuff from traders.
But you didn't pick them up.
I did not, because I know it's going to be a while before I buy anything, and it's going to take up space in my inventory.
Okay. Are not trolls coins hard to come by?
Not really. They spawn a lot in dungeons generally.
Okay.
And those in the dungeons will also stay there. So I don't know if I've cleared. I went into one I think before, but there's a lot of coins that spawn in dungeons that I will just mark on the map and come pick up later too, just like the troll.
What's up with that thing?
This is a brute. He is also very hard to kill. But he doesn't drop anything good like the trolls do. So
can you just run away?
Yes.
Will he follow you?
I mean, he is as best he can right now. He doesn't run as fast as I run, but
is there a point that eventually he will stop following you, or will
if
he
you
just
get far enough away?
Okay.
So now I'm killing myself to take advantage of the one good part of the mod, in that I don't drop anything when I die. It takes away a bit of my skills, so when I have like 20 spear skill, it takes away that down to probably like 19. But it's a lot faster getting back to my base right now.
Oh, and you bring everything you had with you?
Yeah, so my inventory is still full, which is kind of a problem. But,
what normally happens when you die?
Normally it just drops a gravestone, and then everything's in the gravestone.
Like all the items you had?
Yeah, everything. So then you just have to run all the way back and pick it up. The reason I took that out is because you could use that as a way of getting around the inventory system by just like bringing a bunch of wood or like whatever, and then just going and dying in base and then leaving your gravestone there. And then you can just come pick up your stuff.
Okay.
And it would just sit there. And so I just made it so it doesn't drop the gravestone. So it also doesn't... it will just destroy anything that's not teleportable. So you can't just go like mine stuff. That's another big part of it too, because normally you have to go to a far away, like you go to a swamp that's really far away. You travel 30 minutes to get there, and then you have to get a big hull of iron and bring it all back. So if you could die and save that, it would be like teleporting that back to base. So it just deletes anything that's not teleportable. But
okay. I don't super understand that, but I'll ask questions when the time is relevant.
Fantastic. But yeah, so okay, so right now, let's see.
Seems like you're digging a hole.
I'm digging a hole. I am a dwarf, and I'm digging a hole. Okay, so this is one way also to get around the not being able to store things. I can't drop anything on the ground because it just deletes it out of my inventory when I do. But I can put stuff into a smelter, and then the smelter spits it out. So now the smelter is just going to spit it out into a hole where it will stay until I pick it up. And I have it going into a hole so I don't just walk by and accidentally pick it up.
Okay. What are those ... lines around your base?
That's where I can build. That's how far the workbench reaches.
Okay.
So you have to build a workbench to be able to build building pieces, whether that's just a wood wall or a smelter or anything. That's just how far the workbench reaches. But yeah, this is that burial chambers I went into before the dungeon.
Do things respawn in there?
No.
Okay.
Not unless that was specifically a spawner I just destroyed, which did spawn more guys.
Oh.
But I just destroyed that. So all these things in here, amber pearls, there was a ruby in the chest, coins, all that stuff just sells for coins. So in the future when I need coins, I can come pick all that stuff up from the dungeon and then go sell it to the trader. But right now I'm getting more Surdlin cores because I want to make more smelters and what are the other things called? Whatever the thing is called to make charcoal to fuel the smelters as well. Because right now I'm just cooking food for too long and making coal, and that's not sustainable. So.
What is this place?
Well, this is a village, and that's a beehive.
Okay.
So here's it's going to drop another queen for beehive number 2.
Another what?
A queen bee. It drops.
Oh, okay.
But you'll see. I can see it dropped some honey too. Let's see. I don't see. I think the queen dropped on the roof. My inventory is also full, which is.
So you have to delete something to pick the queen up?
Yeah. So what you can see as I'm clicking stuff in my inventory, it's disappearing. Normally that would be dropping out, and the mod makes it just delete it. But
with some of that stuff was food. Can you just eat the food? Is that beneficial?
It's no. So the food, it's not like in I guess other games where it's like you're hungry and now you have to eat and refill your hunger bar.
Okay.
You eat food and it gives you permanent effects while the food lasts. Which most food that's around like 20 minutes or something. Later game food lasts for longer, but it's like you pour meat, it lasts for 20 minutes and it boosts your maximum health by.
But you don't have like a hunger bar that goes down.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you haven't etten food in a while, then you're just sitting at your 25 max health and 50 max stamina, and you won't. Besides that, you won't have any like negative effects.
What are you doing now?
So now I'm going to get some copper.
Why?
So I'm gonna bring it and smelt it, so I can make a forge. I can start making some metal items.
Okay.
And I can only carry so much. I'm at 274 of 300 right now. And each copper piece weighs like 12, I think. So I'm going to get rid of like that big chunk of stone in my inventory because that weighs a lot.
Why do you have it?
You get stone when you mine this up, and I've just been kind of picking it up. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm getting rid of it now since I need the weight.
Okay. How do you know that's a copper? How do you find copper?
They're just big rocks that spawn in the Black Forest, and they have like little copper veins going through them.
Okay, so copper you can only find in the Black Forest. Okay.
Well, you can find them in later biomes, but like we're not going to be heading to later places really early to bring it back. Like if you're going to get it in bulk, you get it from the Black Forest.
Okay.
But yeah, copper spawns in random big chunks, and you can get a whole ton of copper from a single vein. And then the tin all spawns in the Black Forest around the water. So if it's by a river or by the ocean. And then you smelt copper, you smelt tin, you make bronze.
Okay.
Crazy. Nobody's done it before. Like every game, copper, tin, and bronze.
Why do you need bronze?
Just to make some tools. You can make armor, you can make weapons. Like right now I'm working with a lot of flint stuff. And flint is like the starter for the starter tools, and it's just not very strong. So bronze is going to be... the bronze itself is not fantastic. The later metals are a lot better than bronze. But I'm going to need it to make like an axe. Which is, I think that's probably the biggest thing. An axe and a cultivator. So I need a cultivator so I can plant seeds and grow carrots and onions and stuff later.
Okay.
So a cultivator is really nice. It takes like 5 bronze ingots, I think. And then an axe I need so I can chop down big trees. Like you'll see ones that are especially big in the background sometimes. But you need at least a bronze axe to be able to chop them down.
Why do you need to chop down big trees?
Because they drop fine wood. So that one, the big ones, and then the white ones as well. I'll drop all the white ones you're seeing randomly pop on the screen here. You drop fine wood as opposed to just normal wood, which you need for better tools and I don't know, different things that you can build too. Fine wood's used for a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And then so right here I'm making like another little enclosure for a forge. Very exciting. I kind of just made this little template because it houses.
What is that floaty glowy thing up high? What?
Oh, that tree.
What the heck is that?
That's the. Is that the Yggdrasil? Is that what that is? I think that's what that's called. I'm not positive. It's the world tree. It's very big.
What is its point?
There's no point in the game. I think it has to do with the lore.
Oh.
Here I'm trying to cook, and it's raining, and the rain puts out, so I'm making a little enclosure. I guess what I'm doing right in this second is I'm making coal. I am trying to get a forge up, and I just got that copper. So I need 6 copper, 4 coal, 4 stone, 10 wood. Which I just finally got that together. So the copper from earlier is now making this. But yeah, so finally have the forge, which is a big start because you need the forge to put the copper and tin together to make bronze, and then the forge is also where you're going to make all the bronze stuff at.
Okay. Is the only way to get coal through burning your food?
No, so that's the other thing you want. The smelter, the circling cores for. You need them to make these smelters, which cooks the metal, but then also it'll turn wood into coal a lot faster than. And if nothing else, it's a lot easier to get wood than a bunch of meat to then just burn.
Okay.
So yeah, this was just to kind of get me by, so I can get a little bit of coal to get like my starting copper to get the forge and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be making those things right at the furnace. Is that what it's called? Maybe I'll hover over it. Nope. I think they're furnace. that's probably wrong, but whatever it is, yeah. But yeah, so I think that looks like that's it. Yeah. Forge is up.